Saieed, mass mandatory, here we go. It comes to an end. And then you come and tell me, here we go on side. If you go to the supermarket, the grocery, or the malls, you have to wear your mask. Saieed, if you go in a pharmacy, you have to wear your mask. Saieed, if you're traveling, you have to wear your mask. If you're in the transportation hub, you have to wear your mask. If you go to the church side, you have to wear your mask. If you're in the school side, you're wearing your mask. If you go to a barber salon, you go to the theater, you're wearing your mask. Which dum-dum in Trinidad and Tobago will go in a theater and buy a popcorn and a juice and sit down and wear a mask? Thanks! If every councillor go through their constituency, do video clips like this and send it for us, I'm gonna be so happy just to play it on our program on a Wednesday night. You know why I would be happy? I will be filled with joy in my heart. You know why? Because the councillor is getting off their butts and they are actually going and doing some live video shoots. Real Talk took the initiative to find out suppliers of wheat in the world that National Flour Mill could go to. So now Romano is saying the company is not going to raise any price in the near future. Why? Why? Is it because the S-boss and they realize now that, hey, it is in the public domain that we could go right Mexico and buy flour and wheat? We could go right China and buy wheat? I am about change. And thus far, Real Talk is very effective in Trinidad and Tobago, coming towards making changes for the citizens. Public Utility Minister Marvin Gonzalez have urged the population to appreciate and be grateful for the availability of the utilities. This, as Gonzalez recalled, time in his life when he had to fetch water using a bucket from a nearby river. Gonzalez, I want you to understand something. I want you, Mr. Gonzalez, to understand something. You are being paid thousands of dollars by public utility, by the finance ministry, to govern WASA. Come on. To govern WASA, I want you to understand that you ain't going in no office for no free code. You are being paid. Do not tell me that I, Saieed, have to be grateful for the water I get it. Let me tell you something, Gonzalez. Every 4 months, I have to pay $400 and I get water once a bloody month. So don't come on a media briefing and say, Saieed, you have to be contented. You have to be happy. Marvin, the next best thing for you to do is to resign and get the hell out of here.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk with Saieed Ali. I am your host, Saeed. So we just had a little joke there. So viewers, I am Saieed Ali. You are viewing Real Talk with Saieed Ali, the #1 current affairs program in Trinidad and Tobago. Remember, we are live on Synergy Network from 7 to 8 p.m. with our rerun the next day from 11 to 10 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Remember, viewers, we have been holding the position of the #1 current affairs program for the last 4 years. Remember that. So viewers, we at Real Talk here. We have the highest interest rate on fixed deposit to start with. You're talking about banking, you're talking about Real Talk. Real Talk Credit Union information is also encouraging you to put your shares at our credit union, viewers, for your future gains. Remember, your kids can open an account, you can open an account right here at Real Talk Credit Union information. Also, viewers, we are offering you 4% on fixed deposit. The only company in Trinidad and Tobago, or the only financial institution in Trinidad and Tobago is offering you 4% is at Real Talk. Remember that. Now, how does 4% work? I love to use a round figure. If you have $100,000, you're getting $4,000 interest per year. You set that on a 5-year plan, and it's $20,000 at the end of 5 years on that $100,000. You do your maths, you check your banker, check the interest rates, and you will get 4% nowhere other than Real Talk group of companies. Now, I am a licensed money lender. We have Real Talk Finance and Investment. It's our company. If you want to make money, I can show you how to make money. If you want to make an investment, I can show you how to make money. If you want money borrowed, it's not a problem. We can lend you money. But you have to have some form of security or collateral in order to get money borrowed. So remember that, viewers. I'm also a spiritual consultant. You need assistance in anything, spiritual work, contact me, viewers. Also, our office numbers will be on screen shortly, viewers. We are open from Monday to Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. On Saturdays, it's 8:30 a.m. to 12 noon. Remember that, viewers. So just a little update. Members of the public will soon find out how much they will have to pay for electricity. During the budget debate on Wednesday, Public Utility Minister Marvin Gonzalez confirmed that the RIC review rates process for TNTech has been completed and will be presented to the public in about a week or so. Listen to this.
Whilst on my way to Parliament, I was advised by the RIC that it has completed its rate review exercise for the Trinidad and Tobago Electricity Commission, and that they will be speaking to the population 1 week from today with respect to its decision on a rate review for the Trinidad and Tobago Electricity Commission. I see no more on that, Madam Speaker.
So viewers, very soon you will be able to know how much more you are paying on your electricity bill. Very soon. Here's the reason why Real Talk came out with this investment, that when you invest with us, you're going to get extra. You're going to get 4%. You're not getting 1% and 2% and 3%, you know. You're getting 4% at the end of each year on your savings. Now, I'll tell you this. With electricity rates going up, WASA will be following shortly after with an increase in their rates. You would need extra cash. You will need extra cash. And it's only at Real Talk you're going to get that extra cash on your interest, on your savings. Only at Real Talk. So you want to do business with us? We were glad to assist you. Moving along. National Security Minister Fitzgerald Hines has launched blows at former Police Commissioner Gary Griffith, who he claimed allowed the importation of $7.62 millimeters and 5.56 millimeters ammunition than all the commissioners added together since independence. The minister stated that he is finding a lot of 7.62 mm ammunition on the scenes. In one case, 94 shells were found, all of which 5.56 and 7.62 that the TNT military no longer use. Hines said there was significant importation of ammo through the hands of a reckless former police commissioner. Ooh, listen to this.
You would have heard people talk about finding TTDF and TTPS ammunition on crime scenes, leaving room for all kinds of interpretations. I can't say too much about that. These matters are under police investigation, but diversion is the problem there. We are finding a lot of 7.62 ammunition on the scene. In one case recently, 94 shells were found, all of which, most of which, 5.56 and 7.62, which the military in this country no longer use. But then, diversion is the issue. We have had significant importation of that through the hands of who I consider now to be a reckless former commissioner of police. Because the record shows that he allowed for the importation of more 7.62 and 5.6 ammunition than all the commissioners of police add together since our independence.
So I want to tell Hines this now on national television. That former commissioner of police that he is blasting, Captain Gary Griffith. I put in a handle to his name, Captain Gary Griffith. That former commissioner of police is the only police commissioner passed through Trinidad and Tobago that had a handle on crime since independence. I want to let Hines know that. I want to let Hines know that because we have a 60-year-old commissioner. Gary Griffith is the only commissioner other than Burroughs, Rondell Burroughs, other than Burroughs. Gary Griffith had a handle in crime in Trinidad and Tobago. Let's just say in modern times then. In modern times. Because Fitzgerald Hines, who said to us, it is not his job to make us safe. We have a 60-year-old present commissioner of police who said she was successful in her first 100 days and all her plans failed and couldn't explain to the population of Trinidad and Tobago how it failed. So tell Hines, stop labeling the past and try to fix the present, because the past cannot fix the present. If we fix the present, we're going to go into the future smoothly. Let me tell you something, not everybody have common sense, you know. Not everybody, you know. Administration come, administration go. All they love to do is blame the former. You are in power now, you know, but you're blaming the former. The Minister of National Security, Fitzgerald Hines, he is the present Minister of National Security, but you're blaming our former Commissioner of Police. So why the hell now you're not blaming the present Commissioner of Police? I tell you, I said that duncy head people running the country. You're quick to run back in yesteryear, but you can't blame the present one it have right now. And it's sad. It's really stinking sad to know that we have big, educated parliamentarians sitting in parliament, always running to the past. I don't know why God has struck them one day and they lost 10 years. I'm telling you, God struck them immediately in parliament and boom, they lost 10 years. If some of them is 40 years, they reach 30 years. You're always blaming the past. The past cannot have the present. You have to fix the present going into the future. And these lackadaisical, uneducated clowns and them do not understand that. I will call any one of them that only educated or uneducated. You have book sense but no common sense. And that is what is taking place in the administration. It's always the past, the past, the past, the past. You can't fix the present or go into the future. And that is where we are having a problem. You're blaming our former commissioner. What is the present commissioner doing? Heinz, what is the present commissioner doing? Do you know what the present commissioner is doing? You know what they're doing? They're moving officers who the community trusts and putting them in some other constituency where they don't even know who we're putting. Let's talk now. Now, Heinz further noted that when the ammo is found on crime scene now, the question is, where were they sold? Or is it allowed to be imported legally to firearm dealers and possibly they end up in the wrong hands? So I want to ask Heinz something. These men and them who have illegal firearm, high-powered firearm, aren't they bringing in their own ammunition, Heinz? You can't answer that. You know why you can't answer that? Because yes, they import guns and they import firearms, ammunition also. So you cannot stop that. You're blaming our former, but you can't blame the present. I am blaming the present for sitting down on her rear and not getting up and dealing with it. Call a good night.
Boy, these people and them that we have running this country, it's better we go in the home of age and get some old woman who is 100 years old and put them to sit down in parliament. Because you remember telling the other day that if you send a donkey to school and he come back out, but you have an educated what? You know what I say? These people and them is waste of time in Sando today. People in different people, women have to cross the road. And not a single policeman on the whole of High Street Sando. Tell me, man, what is happening?
Thank you, my friend. Now, here Heinz, he said these matters are under investigation by TTPS. Listen to Heinz.
And when we find them on crime scenes now, the question of diversion gets to me. And diversion also includes where they are sold or allowed to be imported legally to firearm dealers and possibly end up in the wrong hands too. But these matters are...
This man so clumsy, boy, for a minister. How he lack common sense so for a minister? You're talking about high-powered ammunition. Let's talk about the importation, about illegal high-powered rifles. Let's talk about that. If those rifles could enter into the country, don't you think these ammunition to fuel these high-powered rifles could enter the country also? If a long thing like a firearm could enter the country, don't you think at 3 inches or 4 inches bullet will enter our country? It is so sickening to know that these men who is full of education have no common sense. None whatsoever. It's sad. It's really, really sad. You're blaming our former. What you doing? Forget the past. Let's deal with the present. What are you doing to fix the situation? What is the Commissioner of Police doing to fix the situation? Absolutely nothing. 3/4 of the fraud squad officers in Trinidad and Tobago doing everything else other than investigating fraud. I tell you earlier, just now, you would only hear about a fraud squad department in TTPS, but none of them functioning. Take what I'm telling earlier. Hopefully by the end of this year, you will just hear a name, but you wouldn't have no officers to investigate it. I'm telling earlier. I know I'm telling earlier. Birdies keep whistling. Doodly 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 doo doo doo. All I think is joke. Check it for all yourself. Check it for all yourself. Now, the minister also added that Cabinet recently approved a regional roadmap for addressing Caribbean priority action on the illicit profilation of firearm and ammunition in a sustainable way by 2030. They cannot fix crime in Trinidad. For the last 7 years, they are in power, but they're talking about 2030. They cannot get a grip on it, but they're talking about 2030. It's sad, you know. It's really, really sad, you know. Why? I don't know, you know. I don't know when these illiterate clowns and I must step down, you know. So viewers, it is that time now. It's Public Concerns Night. We are going for a short commercial break, but before we go for that break, let's highlight the wanted individuals of Real Talk. So we have Vinud, who is owing Saieed and refused to pay and is also refusing to bring in his vehicle. So Saieed now is offering $10,000 to any individual who could find this vehicle, bring it in for me, you're getting $10,000. Whether it's a bandit, whether it's a police, whether it's a bailiff, I do business. I do business. Bring it in for me and you're getting $10,000. You know why I say it like that? Because I have authorization to say it like that. I'm a licensed money lender. Also, Narissa. Narissa, last address is P.O. Box 56 Pasture Extension Road in Tunapuna. Narissa has a red pal and Narissa feel that Saieed don't know that she does be right there. Narissa also don't know that Saieed knows about the car and about the accident. Narissa, you feel I don't know about the accident? It's sad, eh? You should have been that damn accident. But nevertheless, Saieed didn't light no candle. Otherwise, so help my God, you would have been it. Raquel Bain Sozano. Raquel now feels that Saieed don't know she just be up in my arrow on weekends. But Raquel, I am paying $10,000 to any individual who can find this X-Trail. You find the X-Trail, I don't care if it's a bandit, there's a police, there's a bailiff, bring it for me, you're getting $10,000. And I just say this, if you are a part of the protective service and you're running on criminals and you're taking people money and you're going with it, or you're robbing people, you are just as the criminal. There is a saying, one day for bandit, one day for police. One day for bandit, one day for police. It's just I want to put a light on nobody's head yet. Because Suzano might be cleaning she fire and I go off on her. They quite telling earlier. I could be real foolish when I ready, you know. Real foolish, you know. Oh, Wakaman. Navin. What are you going to do, Wakaman? Wakaman. I hear you mentioning my name, Soliaman. And I will tell you something. I will tell you something. You ain't know nothing about me. Good? You know nothing about Saieed. When you lying down on your bed and you hugging up your wife and child or children, Saieed is be working Soliaman. You want to talk about Saieed? Call Saieed 339-1670. Find out about Saieed. Find out what Saieed is do. Find out who Saieed has helped. Find out how far Saieed hand has reached. Before you start mentioning my name in your mouth, because I will tell you something. I'll tell you something. I am not you to go up on Facebook and brag. That's not Saieed. As a man, when I tell you I getting something done, it is be done. It is get done. Who is to witness that? The citizens of Trinidad and Tobago have been witnesses of when I tell you look forward for something, you're getting it done. So brother man, if you want to know about Saieed, you want to use Saieed name in your mouth, Wakaman, call me. Call me. Call me and come and meet me. Find out about me. Because I will tell you something, I'm not no hand-to-mouth man, you know. I'm not no hand-to-mouth man, you know. I run in $1 million production and I don't ask one soul Not one soul for help, you know. So if you feel like going on Facebook and brag, no. No. I am a different soul. So somebody get this message to Wakaman and tell him call Saieed. Because if I say stand up, and if I say run, you know. As not Facebook man to brag, you know. I will come on national television and light up what I light up without fear. We are using the fact that I do spirit work. No, we are using that. We are using that. So if you want to call my mouth and talk about Saieed, call me, brother man. Don't put me in all the scandal all you have. You understand? Don't put me in all the scandal, because everybody in Trinidad and Tobago knows that when Saieed tell you we're getting X, Y, and Z done, you're getting X, Y, and Z done. So be careful. So viewers, we are going for a short commercial break, but when we come back, we're going to start our public concerns night right here on Real Talk with Saieed Ali after this break.
Do you have a public concern you would like to highlight? You can email your pictures and videos to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com, and we will highlight your concerns on our show for Public Concerns Wednesday. Real Talk Credit Union information stores are now open to members of the public. We are located at the Real Talk Group of Companies building at number 14 Crony Savannah Main Road. Opening hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us via telephone at 238-6716 or 231-6219 to book your appointment. You can also stay connected with us via Facebook.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Real Talk Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Real Talk Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
So Trinidad and Tobago, welcome back to Real Talk, the #1 current affairs program in Trinidad and Tobago. So, Public Concerns Night. Remember, feel free to call in 238-6716 is our phone line to call in, viewers. Let's hear what is going on in your community with the road, the bridge, lack of representation. You're not seeing the MP, you're not seeing your councillor, street light, the bulb not lighting. Contact us tonight while our program is going live and say what is going on in your community. The Water and Sewerage Authority, Acting CEO Kelvin Romain, have stated that it has short, medium and long-term plans to address water shortage in experiencing or being experienced by communities in the country. You know how long we're hearing this? Government come, government go, it's the same thing we're hearing. The authorities issued a media release which advised customers in northeast Trinidad, served by the Hollis Water Treatment Plant, that temporary water amended water supply schedule were implemented in areas served by the plant. Listen to this.
Is that a normal level at this point in time of the year? No. What we usually, our long-term average is estimated at 73, between 73 and 74%, and that should speak to the situation we are experiencing right now. Redirecting supply in some instances, we have aggressive truck-borne system. Now the truck-borne system we have, while customers could call in, we are proactive about it because we know the hard hit areas based on the data coming in.
So now viewers, I was the acting CEO for the Water and Sewage Authority, Kelvin Romain. Now, Public Utility Minister Marvin Gonzalez have stated that some politicians politicize water problem to make themselves politically relevant. Some big statements, boy. Call a good night.
Good night, Mr. Said. Great program as usual.
Thank you, my friend.
Those miscreants who have your vehicle, but that's solely a girl. If you go to her commanding officer, they will not treat that lightly, you know. She will have to repay you for that vehicle, you know, or they will take out money from her salary. So maybe you should look at that option and deal with that lady. But Mr. Said, we're having a serious problem along the Naparima Mayaro Road in Princess Town area. They were surprised nobody have been, people probably so fed up with the issues they're calling anymore. But, you know, I know you will get things done. There are several bars along the Naparima Mayaro Road from Princess Town heading east. And one in particular, two in particular, one obliquely opposite the fire station, it's wrong a corner. You have people double parking there. Man, it's really, you know, if they park like a pickup or these 5-ton truck, half of it is on one lane. That's the lane heading east. I mean, it's very, very dangerous. And right opposite the bar, there's a big pothole. So you can imagine the stress people have to go through to maneuver around the hole and that vehicle there. So the Princess Town police all wake up now. I know a lot of you all running bars, your friend and family running by in charge of the bars along the Naparima Mayaro Road with a lot of Spanish-speaking people. But, oh God, it's dangerous, man. And one in particular, before the secondary school entrance, you know the area got there, a bar on a corner. That bar, now they are double parking. It's on the corner itself, Mr. Saeed, the corner. You can't see nothing ahead. It's so dangerous. So Princess Town police, one of your colleagues running that bar there, and the others further up. Every weekend, the Pity Cafe Junction, it had one day, every weekend, these migrants fighting. Last weekend, I said they go kill a man, you know, the BT and throw you on the road. You know, I tell you, I said a man dead, you know. I stand up watching this whole thing, you know, and these are the problem we have in the bar. So I surprised the opposition leader in the debate. They bring up these things, you know, these little things. They will leave it to get bigger and bigger and bigger until it reaches an uncontrollable stage in this country. So, Mr. Said, thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for your platform, and I hope those in authority listening, I know you will follow it up, you know, Mr. Said. It's terrible. Thank you. God bless you and your staff.
I will talk to the seniors in the Princess Town police station hopefully tomorrow, because I'm heading up on that. I'm heading up on that side tomorrow. So I'll dip in the station and talk to the seniors and them and see what best they can come up with to fix that problem. Thank you for highlighting it, my friend. Now, viewers, with Marvin Gonzalez saying politicians politicize the water problem to make themselves politically relevant, speaking to the water issue, Gonzalez said, water was a sensitive issue anywhere around the world, and in most developed countries, people would see and hear of protests and issues affecting water utilities company and their ability to provide a reliable supply of water. Now, as the world was going through the impact of climate change, he stated that TNT was not different from any other countries that was grappling with water shortage. Gonzalez said, what TNT has not done over the years was tackle the issue from water wastage perspective. So I want to ask Gonzalez, For how many years have you been the Minister of Public Utilities? Because according to you, he stated that TNT was not different from any other world, any other country, we understand that. Also, Gonzalez said TNT has not done over the years was tackle the issue from water wastage. So Gonzalez, whose platform is that to do? Mine? Caller, good night.
Hi, good night.
Go right ahead, you're live.
Hello?
Yes, you're live.
Alive?
Next one. You stick, you got the click. We're running on time. Call back, caller. The Water and Sewerage Authority, WASA, was disappointed by the protest from Cedros residents and stated that their action did not help the situation. But WASA, you are helping the situation neither. So I want to ask all something. If you're not getting water for weeks, what you going to do? Sit down in your bed? You go sit down on in your porch? Let's talk now, Trinidad. If you're not getting address on something as essential as water, and you will keep a protest, the community would come together and start a strike or something. They would protest for it. Wasa, catch yourself now, man. Now, listen to this, Wasa acting CEO Kelvin Romain stated that the authority emphasized with the consumer or the customers who are angry about not receiving a supply, but what was happening in Cedros was that the authority was shifting some resources to harder hit areas like Ikakas. So let me ask you, before I ask you something, listen to this.
There's a particular area in Granville that is supplied by a 24/7 supply. However, areas further downstream of that supply were in need. That's some areas that is in the vicinity of Ikakas. So what we would have done, we would have done some resource management and shifted some supply down to Ikakas a bit.
So I want to ask Kelvin a question. South, areas in South that receive water 7 days a week, 24/7. Why didn't you cut a 2 day of water supply for some residents in the Southern District and send it to Cedros and Ikakas at the same time? See? Common sense, you know. Common sense. One place getting water 2 days for the week, you tell them here what, I'll go and get water 1 day and they shift it to our next location. So what about in the Southern District who is getting water 7 days a week, 24 hours for the day? What's going on with that? You cannot cut 2 days and send for Cedros and Ikakas for a couple days straight? Or that's too hard for you to do? Or it is that you cannot interfere with that system? Come now, man, all a jokey, man. I will tell all as it is on national television. Let people see how illiterate and no common sense all they have. My job is to make sure things happen. That is my job. My job is to call upon those on authority. You know why? I have the money to keep a program to do it. Others don't. Others don't. Hence the reason why we became the #1 current affairs program in Trinidad and Tobago. We are talking about fame, you know. We're talking about getting things done for the communities. Caller, good night.
Good night. Yeah, Mr. Saieed, it's interesting to know that all the ministers and them, regardless of what, one apologizing for crime. Just now the Minister of Public Utilities go apologize for the rate increase that we go get just now in Wisconsin. And just now the Minister of Finance go apologize again for the tax. He go and hit we next year or something like that. And you only hit in the residential, so you realize what's going on. The fellas and every commercial getting away, so you go apologize for that too.
Yes.
You understand? So we in real thing now. Now you go find the Commissioner of Police now go apologize for the shooting of the of the officer who they just shoot yesterday.
Yes. She apologizes for that, yes.
You know, so that's what's going on. It's only apologies. So, man, God bless you. You're doing it. You're the only man who holding on the fort there right now. So, go ahead, man.
Thank you, my friend. You see, people just recognize what we're doing. People recognizing what Real Talk with Saieed doing for the country. For the country. Oh, by the way, before I go further, I want somebody to send this message to Renuka Sagram Singh. She's a spokesperson for the PNM on the platform. Tell Renuka Sagram Singh that Real Talk Group is a registered company. Real Talk is registered and I pay tax for that name. So I want Renuka Sagram Singh to remove the word Real Talk from what she is doing. Because I will tell you something, you go have backlash and she ain't go like it. She ain't go like it. I don't care who on the PNM side is supporting her. That is her business, not mine. They're not paying Real Talk tax. And I want her to understand that. Because I go tell you what I go do, I go tell you what I go do. When Renuka keeping her meeting in St. Augustine, I would walk in. Let me tell you something, I'm so brave and dotish at the same time. I will walk in with Real Talk Group of Registration and walk straight up to Renuka and ask Renuka, what name are you seeing here? Are you seeing Real Talk Group? Yes, Saieed. So how the hell now you could take my name and use it in your slogan? You are not paying bloody hell tax for it. And I will stink up Renuka in front of her whole crowd. I will embarrass her in front of her own crowd. Because if I pay tax for a name, I have all authorization to carry you to court. Because Real Talk Group of Company is a registered company since 2020 in Trinidad and Tobago. So Renuka Sagram Singh, remove Real Talk from Renuka. Because the backlash you're going to get, you ain't going to like it. You ain't going to like it. And I'm telling you, you ain't stink like Saieed, you know. Saieed will sit down in a prayer room and make you smell stink, you know. I keep warning you over and over and over. Because the day my lawyer sent a letter to you to go to the court, you will tell the court why you deny removing the name, you know. I could play real stupid, you know. I could like real candle on your head and how you're turning and twisting, you know. But no, I've taken it step by step by step. And the more longer you take to remove my company name from your slogan, because Real Talk Group is not affiliated with the PNM senator they call Renuka Sagram Singh. Remove Real Talk name from your logo, darling. Because your political friends and them would not be able to help you. I keep telling you over and over and over. And you want to play, you are listening and you are listening and you are listening. One day for bandit, one day for police. And the day I light a light, and the day I make a sacrifice, I will show it on television. I don't like people, you know what I don't like? I don't like educated people acting illiterate. That is what I don't like. Caller, good night.
Saieed, good night, good night.
Go right ahead, my friend, alive.
Don't let them upset you, don't let them upset you. But
no, caller, hear what happened, Hear what happened. Renuka have this kind of talk show things in St. Augustine, right? And she using the name Real Talk with Renuka Sagram Singh. Real Talk is a company registered in Trinidad and Tobago with the Ministry of Legal Affairs since 2020. You understand? I pay taxes for Real Talk. The name Real Talk, I pay taxes for it, not Renuka. Now Renuka is a spokesperson for the PNM and she wants to play like stick break and she too is. But I go show her how the stick will dig out.
I just deal with them with the hood, the pocket number in the courthouse.
No, call, I go do better than that.
Go the pocket.
I go do better than that. Let me tell you something, courthouse is not for me to walk through and win, you know. You understand? But what I could do, they go like it. When the 3 bandits and them try to kidnap my son, 3 of them, they made no color paper in front of them right now, you know. I could play real stupid and stink. Because someone's name is a character. Am I correct? So, talk to me, my friend.
Yeah, but on a serious note, right? Just now they announced our live bulletin with the Commissioner of Police and next television station. They made a discovery or find a serious cashier artilleries in the Santa Cruz area today. I took them up some serious firepower side, some AR-15, M16, Uzis, different type of handguns, a lot of ammunition, and as the Commissioner was saying, the most frightening part of it, some of the ammunition that they find were armor piercing.
Wow.
I know when you do your investigation on your end.
Yeah, we gonna know
what I'm talking about. Right? But I just calling to let the public get on my heads up. I know people be vigilant all day.
Yes.
Pay attention, because right now, devil woman and you're really busy. Understand? So just be I know pay serious attention to your surroundings.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you so much for the updates.
Thank you.
Take care. Now, viewers, back to Marvin. He claimed some parts of the Carcass, Fullerton, and the high areas in Granville are still without a pipe-borne water supply. It's hard, you know. Imagine you paying a bill and you can't get water. You paying a bill and you can't get water. But Wassa now, Wassa vexed with the citizens of Cedars for protesting. How you could be vexed for them when every 36, 90 days you had to pay a bill? Every 120 days you had to pay a bill. But Wassa vexed with Cedars citizens for protesting. No, all I can't do that. All I cannot do that. We're going down to Colin Mimbert now. It's time for a break. So viewers, before we start with Colin Mimbert, we're going for a short commercial break. But before we go to that break, let me highlight the wanted individuals by Saieed. Let me tell you something. In 5 years, I've been lending money. It is only 3 clowns and I want to play foolish, you know. But when I get on national television, let me tell you something. It's more than they bargained for. So we have Vinod here who refused to pay. Right? He refused to bring in a car, and I am offering $10,000 for any individual that brings in this car. Brings in this car. His last known address is apartment 4 Light Pole 76 John Street, Chagonas, Montrose. That's his last known address. Also, we have Narissa. Narissa, who resides in Paget. Narissa and the Red Parlor. Narissa feel like you know. But Saieed is ahead of his game. $10,000 for any individual who brings in this car. This kind of accident presently, and I know where the car is, Narissa, but I'm waiting patiently, Narissa. Information has come to Saieed, you know. Information has come to Saieed. I'm waiting till all finish the car. You saying nothing? I know you just been your Red Parlor, you know. I know you just been your Red Parlor. You feel I don't know? You feel I don't know? But you're going to be surprised one of these days when Saieed pull up in front you. In front you. You're going to be surprised. You're going to be surprised. Let me tell you something, Narissa. You ain't want Saieed to pull up in front of your house. Take what I'm telling all you. All you ain't want that. Neither your husband ain't want that. That day you will see a different side of Saieed. We also have Raquel Bain Sozano. Last known address, Latrice Solomon Street, Mayaro. $10,000 for the X-Trail. Anybody find the X-Trail, bring it to me. Whether it's police, whether it's bandit, whether it's bailiff, whether it's lawyer, whether it's citizens. Find the X-Trail, bring it to me. Sozano feel because she working in the army, I afraid her. She feel like afraid her husband who also works in the army. No, I ain't afraid none of you. I want all you to understand that. All you took an oath in the army, not Saeed, you know. Saeed took an oath 5 years back to keep his program, and let it be the #1 current affairs program in Trinidad and Tobago. Saeed took an oath to make sure that politicians serve the country and serve them well, because they're getting stink up, not only Trinidad, you know, but worldwide. I took that oath to do that. So viewers, we are going for a short commercial break, but when we come back, we're going to talk about $400 million more to boost agriculture sector after this.
Do you have a public concern you would like to highlight? You can email your pictures and videos to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com, and we will highlight your concerns on our show for Public Concerns Wednesday. Real Talk Credit Union information stores are now open to members of the public. We are located at the Real Talk Group of Companies building at number 14 Crony Savannah Main Road. Opening hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us via telephone at 238-6716 or 231-6219 to book your appointment. You can also stay connected with us via Facebook.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Real Talk Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saeed, Managing Director of Real Talk Group of Companies and Licensed Moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
Do you have a public concern you would like to highlight? You can email your pictures and videos to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com, and we will highlight your concerns on our show for Public Concerns Wednesday.
So viewers, Finance Minister Colin Imboud have stated that the agriculture sector has been allocated an extra allocation. This extra allocation is $400 million to stem its decline over the last 5 years. The last budget I read, $300 million more went to agriculture. They pulled back the $300 million and they put it somewhere else. Now they're saying agriculture now has an extra $400 million. So the $300 million they take out with the last budget, where that $300 million went? Nobody is saying nothing about it. Nobody is saying nothing. It's only Saeed that bring news and depth for all you know. It's only Real Talkers do that, you know. Now, Imboud stated that changes was needed in the practice of agriculture, which is why he allocated a further $400 million in 2024, comprised of $250 million in incentives to farmers and $150 million for development of infrastructure. Listen to this.
Madam Speaker, the tasks ahead are clear. The tasks ahead are clear, and our attention to food security will not be diverted. We need to fundamentally change our perception and practice of agriculture. In this context, in addition to the regular budgetary allocation of the Ministry of Agriculture, I have allocated a further $400 million in 2024 comprised of 250 million in incentives to farmers and 150 million for the development of infrastructure through the Palo Seco Agricultural Enterprises Company.
Now viewers, all of him, he can't explain on the last budget where $300 million went, but they allocate $400 million now. Is that a mama guy, the agriculture sector in Trinidad and Tobago? No, call member, don't do that. Don't do that. It have people out here watching. Logo. So now viewers, but again, he said he recognized a need for innovative and creative solutions to revitalize the sector. And in response to aging farmer population, he was seeking to attract young people. Listen to this.
Food security is high on our agenda, and we are redoubling our efforts to change the dynamics of the sector. Making the agricultural sector tax-free is an essential component of our policy framework. This objective is targeted for completion in 2024 through legislative change, with all remaining ambiguities, omissions, and loopholes in the law leading to different interpretations of what aspect of agriculture is tax-free and what is not clarified and resolved. We also intend to review, update, and improve, where necessary, all concessions, incentives, and rebates in the sector, such as the fuel rebate for fishermen, to make them more realistic and relevant. We recognize the need for innovative and creative solutions to revitalize the sector. In response to the aging farmer population, we seek to attract young people.
Let me tell you something. Call it me about when talking, you know. Because up to now, they can't give account for the last $300 million they allocate for agriculture, you know. Call it good night.
Good night, sir. I have an issue with the Minister of Health because I'm calling from the Library area. For the past 8 months, I've been to the Library Health Center twice for a blood test, which the doctor recommended. And every time I go there, they don't have the vials to put the blood, and they don't have syringes. I went there yesterday, and the nurse came out after, it's a fasting blood test, so I fasted a long while. When I reached there, I had to hire a car to go and so on. I'm an old person, 74 years old. And, they had no vials to put the blood and syringes. What a good health. Thank you.
Thank you, my friend. So, viewers, well, listen to this video of Colin Imbert concerning land. Listen to this.
We are underpinning food production with an efficient and effective land tenure administrative system. We are delivering in a timely manner the granting and renewal of leases for state land to farmers, allowing them to access financial assistance, fiscal incentives, mechanized agricultural activities, and entry into secondary production through value-added and cottage industries.
So viewers, as the caller called just now and said, guns and ammo found in Santa Cruz area. This is our latest update. So a stash of weapons were found. We want to thank the officers for finding this stash. Now this is what we call production. This is what you call intelligence gathering, a well-executed plan by the TGPS in this find. Look at that. Remove the CG. The viewers, look at that now. Look at firepower now. I wonder how many persons have been arrested. Or is it just information passed on to the TGPS and they found it? But nevertheless. So wait. That's Erla, we see there? Hey, Erla! Erla, how you managed to reach there? Don't make joke. You hear a big stash fine, so you make yourself available. What are we going to do, Ola? You could see TTPS, but nevertheless, we want to thank whoever it is that passed on information, proper intelligence gathering by the officers and them, and executed a plan that they were successful in. And this is their find. Congratulations to the officers and them. Congratulations. Now this is where TTPS officers is putting themselves in the line of fire. Eh? This is their job. And because of the fact that being a police officer, this is what you are entitled to do. It is a dangerous job. Yes, we understand that. It's a dangerous job. We understand that. We understand that. But we really, really want to thank the officers and them for that. From Real Talk Group, Real Talk with Saieed Ali, all our companies, we do thank you very much for serving Trinidad and Tobago citizens. Let me tell you something. If we have more people like Ola in Trinidad, hey, if we have another commissioner of police like Ola to bring forth no plan in Trinidad, you know what happening with we? You know what happening with we? Good thing people is protesting in this country, you know. Good thing people is stand up for their rights. So viewers, you are viewing Real Talk with Saieed Ali, the #1 current affairs program in Trinidad and Tobago. Real Talk Group is we have different divisions in Real Talk Group. We have financing, we have equipment rental, we have security and intelligence, we have real estate. Very soon to the group is Real Talk Wrecking Service. We have Real Talk Credit Union Information. It's a strong company. Real Talk Group is a strong company. We're vibrant. We started business in Guyana. I was there about 2 weeks back. We started business in Guyana. Same money lending, same real estate, same financing, same equipment rental. That's what I tell all you. All I want to make money. Let me tell you, I will show you how to make money. I will show you how to make money, how to get the best reward or the best interest out of your hard-earned cash. I will show you how to do that. God has blessed me. God has blessed me. And what did God, you see, Real Talk is a blessed name in Trinidad and Tobago. That is why we have some PNM senators trying to thief it. They're trying to gain popularity out of something that is already there. But they don't understand. They don't understand. Saieed is a managing director in the Real Talk Group. Real Talk Group pays tax for our name. And Renuka don't understand that. She's a senator, but it looks like she's illiterate. I'm warning her. I'm warning her and I'm warning her. I am paying tax for the word they call Real Talk. And if Sagram saying what a brick sticking she is, that is not a problem, you know. That is not a problem. That is not a problem. I know how to take out the stick that you would hear. I could do it in a nice, smooth way. But I want to walk into her meeting and ask her how she managed to use the word Real Talk with Renuka. I want to ask her. And I walk in with my registration also. So being a big senator, everybody knows about Real Talk with Saieed. Everybody knows about the Real Talk Group. So we're out of time for tonight, viewers, but get the message to her. We're out of time for tonight. Our run of this program is tomorrow from 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. And we'll be right back here on another night for Real Talk with Saieed Ali as we go live from 7 to 8 on Synergy. Ila anta rahamatu rabbuka la illa